for us. So hopefully we'll have a very good race tonight.
Yes, it'll be good, and they'll be setting off now here shortly. I'm looking forward to this. This matchup is 3-4, so this is a nice matchup. They're not in contention for the bracket coming in, but it'll be fun either way. I do really like how many runners have just been playing out this whole tournament, and it's still amazing matches to watch.
Yeah, it has been really nice to see how many have stuck with it despite being like mathematically eliminated from the Swiss format. They're just like, you know what, we're in it for 8 weeks. We can play out 8 matches and see who you get matched up against week after week. And yeah, just give us all a good show to watch. More matches to restream. Can't complain.
Yes, exactly. I'm always for more Crosskeys means more fun, and that's how it's always been for me. I'm hoping that this will be a fun match. Hopefully, not as foolish as the one that we had yesterday. That one yesterday was a lot of walking.
Yeah, Crosskeys does that sometimes. Where there's some people who like to advocate for they like early boots, of course. You do a lot of running around, and early boots is not bad. But sometimes you have a chill pace for a Crosskeys seed.
Yes, for sure. And we are getting started here now in just a few seconds. We're going to see what everybody's looking like here. We're getting the start. Moon Pearl. Oh my goodness. Okay, Moon Pearl in Link's house. No bunny walking today. Not even one step. Not one step in the dark world is going to be a bunny walk.
Amazing. I mean, maybe you really can't ask for a better spot for it having right off the bat. Some people might be disappointed because that's going to open up the world a lot sooner, depending on what else we get. As soon as we have Dark World access, you're just going to go nuts. But it'll make for an interesting race seed. There's going to be a lot of divergence and a lot of potential for just doing all sorts of stuff everywhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking here. Is that it's going to be interesting watching how these people run. We just see that's just a free hammer there, spotted in the Uncle drop down. So that's a weapon. Definitely good to see. First minute of the match.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, we're not gonna have to worry about being swordless for a while. It looks like Radical Sniper, who, forgive me if I might accidentally refer to as Jesse, because a lot of people know him as Jesse. He refers to himself as it, but I'll try to remember his on-screen name. But he looks like he's checking the prize pack, see if we can get some guards, maybe hoping for some bomb drops here. But yeah, hammer, very nice. Not gonna have to worry about being swordless for like an hour or so.
Yes, exactly. Try to get those bobs. Really solid commitment there to getting the bobs. We found our Uncle drop down. See what we're getting here from the chest. Just some rupees.
That tier 2 pull is going to be a small magic refill, so we're not going to... And then it looks like he's going to bail out. Yeah, because it's taking a long time to try to get a bomb drop, and then you have to get 4 more kills and not get hit for the tier 3. This is kind of dicey here. Gotta be careful.
Ooh, that was tight. And we're getting a Houlihan on Scaryolive side. Good strategy. Always good, especially something that you will often see done very early in the match to avoid the risk of getting flippers before you get that money. Then it becomes something that's no longer an option to our runners. Although,
speaking of money, nice 300 in Sank. And Sank is in the woods today. Not terrible.
No, there are better locations for it, but this is all right. A quick access up to this area without having to walk all the way from Link's house.
Our Meyer shed in the back of Lost Woods here. We have 2 items. Meanwhile, Scaryolive has located Super Bunny from the bottom. Oh, our castle small key. Neat. That's interesting to see pop up early.
Yeah.
I mean, we have easy access to the back, so that's not particularly significant, but hey, we have it.
And in Super Bunny, we are getting a Compass to Swamp. Not that exciting. Half magic, though. That is very nice to find early in this match before getting any magic items in hand. It's just nice to know that you don't have to worry so much about conserving your magic.
Ooh, this is nice, actually. So the upgrade fairy is right here at Lumberjack Hut, and with that starting 300, you can just walk in and get yourself a bomb pack, like 15 bombs, easy. That's really nice.
Yeah, that is a good find for Radical Sniper there.
Well, Olive has found an entrance. He got kicked out of the back of Skull Woods from Super Bunny, so we don't have to worry about finding the fire rod to check that. He's going to work on the middle here and try to get through the mummy room. It's always a terrible thing.
Yeah. They are not friendly at all. Running on 3 hearts is not the best way to find yourself in Dark World.
No, definitely not. It's not so bad if you can come in with a weapon that lets you hit the jellies right off the bat, and then you can kind of just work around the Gibdos. But like this, you basically have to run and get a pot to kill them, and it's just you just got to deal with it and hope you get good RNG. Basically, he's gotten through it.
There we go.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, we're fine.
Oh. Okay. 1 heart. There you go. There's a little heart piece for you. And a quick death warp. That's one of the benefits of coming in here so early on. Green mail 3 hearts. Real good.
Yep, early Crosskeys when you've got no defensive extra defensive capabilities, you can take all the death warps you want. We'll check out the front. We'll get one item here. Oh, we actually found. Oh, we got the key. That's right. We'll get a few items. Yeah.
Yes. Just a single rupee. We'll take a peek here now, and a few bombs. I mean, without an item on Scaryolive's side, a few bombs is not too bad to find.
There's our obligatory Skullwood small key.
I always want it to be something different. Every time. Just make it a small key to any other dungeon, please. Just in the settings. It'll be season 4. Skullwood small becomes any other small key.
Just a different small key, yeah.
Just a different small key. Just to see who actually reads the notification.
Who paid attention to the season change notes this year? Ha ha ha. Well, you didn't find anything really big in Skullwoods. There was a 10 arrow pack for the last item, so we are out of there for now. And we'll be checking entrances on both sides of the world simultaneously. Got library with a heart and a dark cave for Radical Sniper. Now we're getting to Kakariko, where we have the meat of our entrances. We immediately find a connector. We'll come back for that later.
Oh yeah. You don't want to risk getting locked out once you've made your way here.
That's the bottom of Paradox Cave. Can't do anything with that just yet, but we'll be checking that. Hopefully from a different side, or once we have the mirror, we can actually get through that block. Out of logic, but if we get the mirror early, we're still going to see him do it.
Oh, I totally missed what was on the ledge there. Something
worth
dropping for?
That's a small key, yeah. Gotta get those.
Yep. I do apologize if my eyes are a little slow today. It is very, very warm. I think it's the hottest day of the year right now.
Oh yeah, summer's been mean to a lot of places.
Yeah.
This summer so far.
Yeah, it's the humidity that is killing me today. It's with Humidex, I think it was like 36 or 37 degrees Celsius. So
Oof.
that is an awful lot for a little temperate climate that I live in. Ooh, Hype Cave. We're getting ourselves a big key to Skull Woods.
He looks displeased about that. Like, you just left that a bit ago.
Yep.
Second big key. Ooh, Thieves Big, much better.
Yes. That is one that you really want to see, for sure. Especially if it is required, but even if it isn't, it's nice to have that option to go all the way to the back if you are hunting.
Yeah, once you just find thieves, you stumble upon it, you can get all the way to the back without having to worry about a double dip. At this point, we'd only be leaving one item in by way of not having the small key. Ooh, free blue potion, that's nice.
That is good, yep. Dig Game giving us a compass that nobody is going to touch.
There's Pyramid Fairy right by it, and alright, cool.
Welcome to the town of fairies.
Get an item on Stumpy here. What does he have today? Bomb pack for Scaryolive.
Already full up on bombs, so not the most useful. Getting some powder. Yeah.
And speaking of free bombs, there is our graveyard ledge. In case you didn't already have enough bombs as is.
Okay, so this is shaping up to be an interesting seed with Moon Pearl within the first 2 seconds of the match, Hammer for Radical Sniper within the first minute, and just bombs everywhere, bombs.
Yeah, we're finding we got a good amount of money to find a bunch of shops. We haven't needed to buy any. So again, we found the upgrade fairy at Lumberjack real fast. There's Restock Hut in case you needed more bombs. Jeez. It just continues.
All right. This seed is very generous. Now, does that mean that we're not going to see another item for quite some time? Oh, and there is our well at Magic Bat. Which is very much doable right this moment, and Thieves Town.
And here's Thieves Town, yep. Suddenly we can just dive in here and get up to 7 checks, assuming you can do a 3-heart hammer blind.
Oh, yes. Now, on Radical Sniper's side, he does not have that big key, so he's just going to be doing the forefront checks.
Oh, right.
Yep. So I know. See, this is the divergence we were talking about at the very beginning with getting that Moon Pearl. It's just opened everything up. Scaryolive found Dark World access almost immediately and has just been living in the Dark World ever since. Radical Sniper, we're seeing more of a traditional route, just sticking to Light World, doing that CAC area, and doing our regular checks. So we're going to just see how this shapes up for both of our runners. We get a bow in that front of Thieves Town.
That is very nice. He's picked up the arrow capacity, so he has 35 arrows to spend with that. That'll be a nice early weapon to augment the hammer with its tempered sword damage, but honestly very bad hitbox.
Yes, terrible. Hammer hitbox is not friendly when you want to be... when you are dealing with close quarters combat and 3 heart screen mail.
Oh, there's the Thieves Maul. Oh. That's actually really convenient. It's right there.
Yep. So, Radical Sniper being fortunate to get that access nice and early.
And our GT big key as well. Whenever we stumble upon GT, that'll unlock up to 5 checks, depending on what items they have to deal with the dungeon. Meanwhile, on Scaryolive's side, he's now getting into Kakariko. We'll be catching up and getting his items and finding all these entrances.
Yes. So hopefully we'll be seeing Radical Sniper take a dive through some connectors soon.
Speaking of GT,
this is okay. Chat was 100% right when it came to the commentator's curse. Every time we mention a dungeon, it's just there.
All right, I don't have access to a lot of this dungeon, but we'll get 2 checks here. Get some money. Nothing big. Might be glimpse the left side. See who's on the torch at least. Yeah.
Yeah, take a peek on the left side. It's a smart thing to do. To know, am I going to be running back here with boots as soon as I get them? And that's a very likely option. With a small key on the torch. Yep.
That is a small key. It's an enigmatic. You don't really know if you need it for sure, but there's a good chance you're going to want that. Just a map on race game. I guess if I find ourselves later in the game and desperate for information, we might get that, but probably not.
Yeah, most of our runners, when it comes to Crosskeys, most runners will not go out of their way for maps. If it is something like you have to revisit, you know it's there, but I can't access it at this moment, then they'll probably avoid it because you're going to find yourself clearing dungeons with and without knowledge throughout most seeds that you play. Almost through that connector.
Yeah, those mini moldums are awful. Yep. They're so random. We did see a lamp there in Spectacle Rock, so having found the top entrance, we can't get to that, but we know when we find the bottom entrance or the ledge entrance, there's a lamp waiting for us, and that could be it'll be nice to have if we find that early.
Yeah, if you find it early, even if they don't pick up the lamp, if they find that connector, then that puts all dark rooms into logic. And that is a handy piece of information just for our runners to have, even if they don't detour to grab the item itself, knowing as soon as you find that one connector, you're good to go in dark rooms, and it's within logic.
And considering we do have a dark cave in Kakariko, would not surprise me if we find the other entrance to Spectacle Rock relatively soon here.
Not that it will ever stop any of our runners from going into a dark connector or dark room. Most runners are pretty comfortable with the number of the dark rooms this game has to offer, but keeping logic in the back of your mind to know where was I supposed to be going at any given point will help if you find yourself kind of stuck on where your progression items are leading you at any given time.
Speaking of dark caves, there's another one at Mini Moldorm entrance. And we did also find the back of desert at the dam entrance, so that's potentially where one of our dungeon prizes will be.
So we've had
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of checks done between both of our runners. You know, Scaryolive is cycling through the checks that were already done by Radical Sniper, and Radical Sniper now debating whether he's doing. He's not going to dip into Super Bunny Cave, so maybe after.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-way connector. You got to really commit to it. I mean, he's gonna like what he sees when it pops out because he knows that's your it's Dark World access. Bit of a long walk for Dark World access, but it does get you into the back of Skullwoods. Now he's going for it. Yeah, 2 items plus you want to know where this goes. It could go to the mountain or the Dark World somewhere important. You got to see it.
Exactly. After seeing all of those nice checks in the light world, I'm sure he'll be very excited to take advantage of what is going to show up in the Dark World for him.
And we did also see a small key hanging out on Lake Hylia Island. So much like the
torch.
Yeah, visible. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. What was that? Yeah, visible small keys. You got to think. I might need that later.
Yes, because we do have a couple of dungeons where small keys are very much required. Swamp Palace being one of them. Desert is a nice one, especially if you do not want to risk stealing a key that you need. You want to You want to find that so you do not have to try safe scumming or have the debate of safe scumming.
There's some small keys, of course, that are just nice to have, like finding the thieves small, so you can full clear the dungeon once you find it, assuming you have the hammer. An extra Skullwood small is nice because that way you can not to worry about getting to the back, getting stuck without even getting through the back. Meyer smalls, If it's a Meyer small, you're gonna feel bad. 'Cause you're like, man, I don't want this.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody gets very excited when they see Meyer small. And there's some routing help that comes from getting the scatter ice palace small makes things a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
So needless to say, our runners are definitely taking note as they see those visible small keys.
Scaryolive taken a death warp out of Hope Room to get back out of the GT. I haven't just looked at 2 items, all you can get so far. And then let's look at race game. Meanwhile, Radical Sniper is cleaning up in Skullwoods, finding that 10-arrow pack. Nothing exciting. He'll be done here, and he's going to go left side still.
Yep. And he's going to be, I assume, just as enthused as Scaryolive is once he gets out of here and finds his Skullwoods big key in a few moments.
Scaryolive, who has spotted his lamp in Spectacle Rock, and we'll see if he has better luck getting out of the exit of Spectacle Rock Cave here. Good luck with the mini mold arms. And we're okay.
Okay.
Where does this go? Ooh, up on the mountain. Hello.
We have our first mountain access, folks. This is nice to see for sure. Again, it's one of those things that Green Mail 4 Hearts is not going to be the most enthusiastic run into here. Definitely going to be a little cautious. Getting that cup of tea from the ferry in the mountain. Nice placement.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those you walk in, you're like, you know what, I'll take that heal, because I'm on the mountain with 2 hearts. These red tektites are terrible, the dead rocks are terrible. The mountain just wants to end your life, so you want to try to avoid that. There's another ferry.
Okay. It's good. It's good. Good to know that there are ferries here. We got our little chicken house here.
Gives us just a big 20.
Yeah, this is a very rich seed. Both of our runners rocking it with the with the almost 1,000 rupees. Even after on Radical Sniper side, buying those capacity upgrades.
That was an adorable connector. The Dark Lumberjack hut literally just connected straight to the bumper ledge. And here's Meyer. Okay, we'll come back later.
Yes. Yes. So we're finding some of our dungeons. So we've found 3 potential crystal or pendant dungeons, and we have found GT. So that's nice, relatively quick access. These are all easily accessible locations for our runners. And there is number 4.
Speaking of dungeons, here at Eastern Palace, a dungeon that is much more accessible than Misery Mire. We can get, lacking the big key, of course, we're restricted to just 4 checks here, but we can get 4.
Yep, and now if one of those does happen to be a big key to this dungeon, then we might find him continuing on with that bow in hand.
Yeah, I'd be hard pressed to believe that he wouldn't go for it.
Yeah.
The dark room, the back of Eastern Dark Room can be a little sketchy, but with a full pack of arrows, you shouldn't have too much trouble with it.
Yeah, that upgrade makes you feel a little more confident going in for sure.
And there's our book for our second item in Eastern. Interesting.
Okay, okay. And I did see him pick up a second bottle in here, didn't he?
Yep, there was a bottle B for our very first check in the cannonball room. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And we've seen Scaryolive now kind of catch up on the items that Radical Sniper managed to access with his routing very, very early on to seed. He has his hammer now. He has his powder. So we're pretty well on par. Anything new is coming from Eastern Palace at this moment, until we see yet another divergence of their routes.
Working on the dark room in the right side of Eastern here. Hopefully not getting trolled by the Stalfos. Got the key.
Yeah, it's 1.5 hearts is little sketchy. Just got to be careful. Again, on green mail and only a couple of hearts to spare. But made it through. Good to see. Although I just remembered that both of our runners now have powder, so anti-fairies can be a benefit to them. Taking that death warp, so not much excitement inside Eastern Palace for that first dip. Just the book. Nothing that can be really done with that book so far.
Yeah, nothing crazy exciting, but perhaps it'll lead to something later. It does give us at least one entrance to look at in the desert front entrance itself.
Now, I gotta thank Toffel for bringing up to us that we have a vanilla Ganon today.
We do indeed. I was just looking at that. I'm like, let's see. We've seen all of our drops except for Ganon, so we're going to have to take that GT big key and climb the tower with it.
Nice to be an early find, for sure. Speaking of which, Scaryolive picking up his GT big, and a whole lot of money.
Looks like he's thinking about that GT big, and man, how many drops have I seen? Where's Ganon? Yep, you're already thinking about it.
Yeah. And right back into Thieves Town with that big key in hand.
Yep, he's got a hammer and both the keys that apply to Thieves Town. He can actually just full clear this dungeon.
Yeah, he's up to 5 hearts now, so it's a little bit more safety. Little bit.
We'll of course have to contend with a hammer blind, which is never a fun fight. You don't want to have to do it, but yeah, we'll see how he does with it.
And we are going through Village of Alcast on Radical Sniper's side, checking out these few houses, getting a ferry, get a cup of tea. Why don't you? I have to stop drinking as much tea. Unfortunately, my doctor told me.
Oh no.
Yes.
Scaryolive had a really nice hellway there. It was very much not living up to its namesake. He kind of got through it, only taking one hit.
And up in the attic of Thieves Town, let's see what item we get on here. Smart, taking out those little... just some rupees. Nothing big.
Gotta be careful with those bugs. Actually, no, those bugs aren't too scary because we're in Light World, so they're basically rats from the castle. They don't deal that much damage, actually.
Oh, okay, that's good to be reminded of.
Yeah, normally those bugs would hit for like 3 hearts on green mail, but they are not very scary in this case because we are in Thieves Town, but it's in a Light World entrance.
That's one of the things I do really enjoy about Crosskeys mechanics, is that depending on which world you find the dungeon in determines the scale of their damage.
Yeah, certain enemies like those bugs, the bugs and the rats basically share like the same damage chart. So, yep, it's good to keep in mind for that. What's in our big chest? The unique 10 bomb. There it is.
Special.
Nothing crazy good in Thieves Town yet. We of course have to go around the block because we don't have a glove yet. We'll get a look at the cell chest and then get to see how he might fare against Hammerblind. Yeah, just 50 rupees. He's kind of looking like, man, this dungeon has nothing in it. Yeah, you're right.
It might have a crystal, though. That's something to keep in mind. Look at the silver lining.
All things random, there is a 70% chance that Blind has a crystal, and we are going to want all 7 of those crystals. Our goal is still to have all 7 to make Ganon vulnerable, and in this case, we're going to have to climb the tower as well, because Ganon is at the pyramid.
Yes, is this even a rando?
All right, here we go. 5 hearts, Hammerblind. This is going to be a very tough fight to execute. Lots of dodging required. Keep your eyes peeled on this one.
Yes. Hopefully this script can go well for our runner here. Doing good. Not a single hit yet. Now I'm probably going to jinx that now in a second.
Dodging really well. Ooh, that's a laser.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
the blue potion.
Blue potion.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh, man, he's like 1 frame away from getting to use it. Oh.
He did the wrong swap. He swapped powder first.
Yeah. Oh, he's going back in for it. Yeah, you might as well.
Might as well, yeah. It's there. You don't want to get bit by it.
Yeah, it's Hammerblind. Like, it's hard to really be on a script for it. You kind of just have to. The longer the fight goes, the more chaotic it gets. And at this point, like going back into it and just taking it again, it's just more random. Like it's not like you're coming back in on the second attempt with a sword and being off script. It's just you're just going for it.
Yes. So here we go. Fingers crossed for our runner, our little. Is that Samus?
That is the Zero Suit Samus spray. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right, round 2 here. We got the first phase down. Oh. Gonna use the blue.
Use the blue. Good. The blue.
Oh, takes a laser right away. Ugh.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Still got 3. Now only 2 heads floating around at the moment. It's getting a little much, but okay. Come on.
Dang.
No.
Oh, it was 1 hit away again.
Yeah. Now without that blue potion in hand.
Yeah, I don't know if he tries it again here. Nope.
No. He's dipping out, but he knows where it is. It's not that hard to access with our save and quit points. It's there. It's in the light world. No really messing around to get into that dungeon. Just get a couple more hearts, maybe a mail, a sword. A sword would be nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Once you're more capable, you can come back and take care of that boss anytime. Meanwhile, Radical Sniper is continuing the path through the Dark World. He had the hammer now, whereas Scaryolive did not. So he's free to check some entrances. Okay, we found Big Bomb. Thieves and Pod are red crystals. So actually, Blind does have a crystal, indeed.
Okay, that's good knowledge to have. When he finds his way into the back of Thieves Town. Now he already did the front check, and he didn't have his big key, so he wasn't tempted to do it early. So he'll probably hold that information for later.
And our Fairy Ascension Key was a complete dud. It kicked out at the Bonk Rocks entrance, so absolutely no value there. All right, Jesse has 4 more entrances. Check it. Ooh, here. Oh, here's our dam. That's right.
All right.
Got this here.
And our fancy new dam indicator on our trackers. I do love the updates that have been done to our trackers, including our progressive bow. We have our dam indicator. We have our indicator for mushroom and powder, and the flute, and our males as well. Definitely good for the viewers at home, and also to keep me honest.
Yeah, lets us know exactly what they've done, because trying to keep track of just 2 runners with Crosskeys, there's way too much going on, especially when there's such a crazy high divergence in a seed like this.
Yes.
That's what we are. We love our trackers. We appreciate them keeping us honest.
Yes.
So let's see. Scaryolive was making the walk over to desert. Radical Sniper did not do these, so we've got a couple entrances over here to check. Ooh, here's our Mimic Cave. We can do this easy.
Yeah. The seed is lining it up for us. It's definitely nice how we have been mapped mire.
A little bit of free information. We'll be okay with that.
Yes, definitely. We're probably not going to be checking any of our maps. Most runners hold on to that until they are ready to start clearing dungeons, and they will do a quick map check, light world, dark world, see what to prioritize.
Now he will head back and get the 110 rupee payment for 1 entrance back here at Palace of Darkness entrance. We'll see what is our what somebody called it, a clever thing, like a toll something, I forget.
Oh yeah, like some sort of toll booth.
It wasn't toll booth. Like, what did he call it? There was some other commentator that called it something really clever, and I wish I could remember.
Oh.
Ooh, there's the mirror. Is that a vanilla Agina? What the heck?
Is it? Is it? No, not vanilla. No, not vanilla.
He's walking out. Where is this?
Yes, our tracker is much more attentive than us. Oh, okay,
oh,
no.
Overcate, Lake Fairy. Okay.
All right, that's a good location. And that is something that our Radical Sniper has not found yet, so that is a nice little advantage. We have found swamp. One side finding the dam, one side finding swamp. Collectively, we, as the omnipotent know-all.
I wouldn't say we know all yet. We definitely seen both sides, but there are still some unknowns. But we'll get there. Yeah.
Tons of unknowns, but whatever there is to know so far, we are on the ball. Our trackers are, at least.
There's a shield and checkerboard. Well, he's actually going to grab it.
You know what? With it not being the most healthy seed to start, honestly, don't blame him. Don't blame him for taking that quick little dip into checkerboard. It's not much of a time waste to go in there, so why not have a little bit of protection? Yeah, exactly. It's a quick pickup.
We'll get one more entrance down here at the Flute 5 spot. We'll see what's down here, and let's see. What is Jesse up to? Is he gonna check out? Going for it. Did he not get bottle vendor earlier? Oh, he's trading in for money.
Oh, there you go. I guess.
You get a
bit of money.
Got a gold B. You can trade it in for 100 rupees if you so desire. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, actually, no. He's got 2 bottles. He knows he can trade that in for 100 and get another free blue potion. That's actually really smart.
That is very nice. Yeah. He's still in the neighborhood. Yeah.
I wonder if he's thinking about back of thieves here, actually. He's walking like he might be going for it.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he's getting it. He's getting it good.
Okay, so the mirror. What does that do for us immediately?
Well, we have a lot of Dark World access now.
Yeah.
No Dark World Mountain yet, but having the mirror before you find that access is definitely key. Oh!
It gets us out of Logic Paradox Cave.
You know what? Can't complain. Cannot
7
complain
items.
one bit.
Ooh, there's a sword. That's nice. And boots. Wow. What a start. He is very happy about that.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what the other two entrances. We might have one that's just accessible, and these are entirely in logic. We'll see when he ends up checking them. And a hook shot. Oh, what's the big key? Turtle rock. Oh. Okay, good. And a glove. Oh, come on.
My gosh.
Keep going. A heart. That's nice. And another big key. Desert big. Wow.
Okay, that was probably to date the most hype Paradox cave I have ever seen.
Wow, that is absolutely the best Paradox.
Those wide eyes, he is astonished. He is just in awe right now.
Okay, so that middle entrance is only in logic with the glove we found inside, so it's not in logic just yet. But he's going to check this. Yeah, it's a good check on this entrance right here. Ooh, castle front. Okay.
Okay, we got more connectors. We do have our sewers key. So he is just going straight to the back. Yeah, not risking getting himself locked out. Although, honestly, we don't have a lot that could lock us out other than mitts. Really. When it comes to checking any of the entrances, checking any of the connectors here. We have a lot available to us that we can dive out. If it comes out of Bonk Rocks, he got the boots, he can get right back in.
Yeah, really, we just gained a ton of access. Like, if you're tracking this one and you're on Scaryolive's side, most of your map just lit up green. Like the things you don't have access to mostly are like East Dark Mountain. Like that's about it, and like the Mire area. Most everything else is just like, well, you can go here now.
Yes. Yeah, that was one heck of a play. Having that mirror in hand, one of the first things that he decides to do is, I know where Paradox is. I can block delete. Let's do that. And it paid off big time. We got a sword, we got our hook shot, we got boots, we had glove, and 2 of our big keys popped up in there, which was, what was it, Turtle Rock and Desert.
Turtle Rock and Desert, yeah. There's a flute in the cell. Wow, this continues paying off.
Okay, yep, this is, whew. And we are checking out our blind fight on Radical Sniper side now. Hopefully we can see what blind is holding. We know that it's a red crystal on Radical Sniper side, so if he gets through this without taking a death, hopefully. Although, oh, okay, quick use of that potion, nice. He's utilizing that quick swap very well. Oh, and second blue potion.
Yep, he was on 2 hearts, that's the danger zone. You can take a laser or a direct hit from ahead, and that'll kill you.
Yep. He's on 3. Oh, he's on 1 heart.
Come on. Oh, 8 hits again. Oh. Man, the hammer blind, it's a rough fight. Like 5 hearts is just so tough because you can only really get a couple hits without potions. And even with potions, like it's just scary. Scaryolive did find a there we go. That's our castle. So that connects us. Castle's in logic, but that doesn't connect us to Paradox just yet.
No, not yet. But as we check these entrances we haven't seen yet, we got a nice red potion that is handy to have. Radical Sniper refilling his blue potions. What you doing, buddy? Getting your another one. There you go.
Yeah, may as well restock on those. Free blues, not going to complain.
Yeah. Now we're going to see if he's going to take that dive back in or if he's going to hold off.
It looks like he's heading elsewhere.
Yeah, he's going down. Smart choice. 5 heart blind with a hammer is not pleasant, as we have witnessed from both of our runners today. Now, Scaryolive is laughing because he just went from Light World Shopping Mall, he is now Dark World Shopping Mall, and we have found our first not our first, but we have found a Turtle Rock entrance here. for
Yep.
Scaryolive.
The right cave on both worlds is a castle connector. So there you go. All right, so Radical Sniper's found his connector to the mountain here. He's going to get these entrances checked. Yeah, he needs to get to that mirror because
Fire rod.
yeah. Ooh,
Whoa.
fire rod and crystal roller. Nice. Okay.
Yep. My goodness. Okay, so we have progression items coming fast and furious now. So this is on Scaryolive's side. Things are looking up after those 2 deaths to blind. I'm sure he's not even worried about that anymore. That pain and struggle has been greatly outweighed by the many items that have come to him in the past 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be feeling a lot better just based on the sheer number of progression items he's come across very quickly.
Yeah, what are the odds that Blind is holding anything important now with the loadout that he has?
Ooh, uh-oh.
Oh,
By the way, you cannot powder a bunny beam once it is moving. Do keep that in mind.
And
Patient, though, he gets out of the room without dying. And we'll get a lava check. That's a heart piece. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, there's our shovel for our flooded treasure. Neat. Okay.
Very nice. And are we going to see a shovel check right away? Maybe. I mean, a lot of this light world has already been cleared out and has been checked by our runners, so when life hands you a shovel, go digging.
Go dig. Ooh, be nice, chain chomps. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh no, trapped.
He's in the cage.
Okay, let's see. You're gonna have to bail him.
Yeah, just get him out of the way. There you go. Oh.
Oh
Okay.
no. Come on. This is a
right.
delicate dance. No.
Yeah, you gotta bait them in just the right way. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get them both down at that downward angle if you can.
And that one is not cooperating. I think he might just tank it.
Oh, he's taking the potion.
Castle tower small. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. That gives us access to the second check in Aga Tower, assuming we ever find it. And the shovel was just a 10 arrow pack, so, nothing there. All right, where's our left exit of TR kick out? Ooh, K45. Okay. Weird spot. He is... Oh, yeah, you know what we can do now? Left side GT. We don't have really any small keys, but that's not going to stop him.
Yeah, that is not going to stop him one bit. Let's get a small key here. It is a small key to Ice Palace. Again, Ice Palace small is nice for routing purposes for our runners. So, not too upset seeing that show up. Oh.
No, definitely not. And Radical Sniper is going to give us a look at the desert front entrance. Scaryolive did not have the book when he came over here. There's a big key, ice big. Okay, well. And a mushroom. We got ourselves a couple fetch quests.
I love a good fetch quest. Alright, now let's take a look over here. Let's see what is in Desert Main for us today. Dark. It's dark. Whatever it is very, very dark. Now, he seems to be working his way through. No, never mind. Save and quit. Guest discovered.
Yeah, I wonder what that one was.
I do not know my dark rooms well enough to be able to identify it all.
He was doing hammers to the left, which makes me wonder if he was trying to feel out whether it was the top of the Death Mountain Return Cave, or it might have been the back of Old Man Spawn. Ooh, second sword and fire snakes. Okay.
Okay, that's nice to have, for sure. Alright,
Radical Sniper has found his Agina cave. He's going to be rewarded with his mirror in a moment, and We'll see if he makes that same play. Meanwhile, GT Rando Room kicks out a TR small, another full heart. Ooh, that's Sank heart. Nice heal. And the second Castle Tower small. They're both in here. Interesting.
Okay.
Well, we know there's nothing. I mean, that doesn't really do anything because we saw Lumberjack was the fairy drop, so we know there's nothing locked there. So that second key is kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, the second one doesn't matter. The first one is tempting. When they find it, they'll probably just dip straight and get those couple of items, not to abandon a check.
Just a bomb pack in the GT big. Nothing exciting there. Radical Sniper's found his Swamp Palace. He knows where that is, and we're just lacking, flippers to get in there and do stuff with it.
Yes.
Another bomb pack in Bob's chest, and we'll drop down and fight the Ice Armos. Pretty standard here. We've got the bow, so this fight is not a problem.
Yep, it's bow, 30 arrows. Nothing to complain about there.
No having to do any shenanigans with like a hammer ice Armos fight or anything like that.
Oh geez, yeah, no. Our days of hammer fighting are over. When it is not desirable. Yeah, exactly. And that is a GT small. And a small to pod. Okay.
Pod small. Okay.
We're getting a couple of pod smalls. When we find pod, that'll give them some options for doing some checks.
And he's gonna climb. At this point, I don't blame you. This is actually kind of like not a bad time to climb. You've got the big key. You got one small you can use to go up.
And you know that you're
going. Do it.
Yeah, exactly. So having that cleared out now, and that gives you access to the pyramid afterwards. So might as well. It'll give you then being on top of the pyramid after clearing this. Will give you 3 entrances that you get to check. At the top of Hyrule Castle.
Needs to be careful with his arrow count here. He's running very low after fighting Ice Armos, but as long as he manages it here, he's okay.
Oh.
Trying to get this mimic in the exact spot. Uh-oh, last arrow. All right,
there
okay.
We go. Safety. Whew.
Oh, and Radical Sniper Red Ped while we were watching that, but chat says it's dead, so I'm going to stress so that's nothing important.
Honestly, with the friendliness of this seed, giving all the items that it has, I'm not too upset that there is a dead pedestal. It's nice to change things up, have this kind of open-ended seed here.
Yeah. I think there are so many crucial things they get added to Crosskeys compared to just like a regular seed. And it's nice to see that none of them are on ped. You don't have to worry about collecting all your pendants.
Exactly, yep. And that leaves it open to the decisions for our runners to, if you have the knowledge that dungeon is a pendant, are you going to go full through? And that can mean the difference between an item being on a boss in a pendant dungeon that you need and somebody not doing it.
Radical Sniper has made that play, taking the mirror into the Out of Logic Paradox Cave, getting your crazy good 7 items. He suddenly has a lot more he can do. I want to see him hit the top exit. I want to see where that goes, because we still need to see if this is in logic somehow. Is he going to go for it immediately? Yes, okay, good. We get to know.
Where is this taking us today?
Oh, that is not that is locked by having access to the top of the mountain, which we don't really. Oh no, hang on. We need access to West Mountain with the hook shot that's in Paradox. So that's not on the plate. Yeah, that's not in logic.
Now, our tracker is saying that it is, so I'm not sure if we have seen access up there yet, and just...
I don't think we've seen a... Oh, no, the flute. That's right. We do have West Mountain access. They just haven't used it yet. Okay. No, you're right. Good call.
Yep.
They just haven't... The flute has existed for a while, and we just haven't seen it used yet, so okay.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Scaryolive is having honestly a pretty good GT climb. He's quite healthy. And having to take this room a bit slow. Doesn't have any of the usual tools to deal with this room fast, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You can take it slow and steady and not take damage from Wizrobes. They still hurt a lot.
Oh, definitely. They are rough to have to deal with, but you know where they're to. You can take your time, clear them out one by one.
Through torches, we are almost at the good part of the climb in which we start acquiring items again.
Yeah, let's see what our climb has to offer us today. Flippers.
Hello, flippers.
Yep.
Now, since we are in an entrance shuffle, I believe the climb is straight up just like accessible with no small keys, just the big. So I believe those flippers are also in logic. However, anything behind that, the mini Helmsar room, is I believe 3 key locked.
A cape, nice invincibility item to have for sure, especially dealing with tile rooms and all that kind of fun stuff.
Takes care of Moldorm with little trouble.
Let's go.
And Moldorm chest has a bucknet. Beautiful.
You know what? I'm okay with bottled fairies.
Alright, of course, just as a reminder, we do have a vanilla Ganon here, so we are indeed required to fight Agatu. That is what we will do right here.
I just want to let chat know that I'm living for these puns today.
It was a nice triple. It looked like a triple at least.
Oh. Smack from the blue balls, that's alright. Double, very nice, and that's clearing out Aga 2. We have completed Ganon's tower. We have now opened up access on Scaryolive's side for the Ganon fight when that time comes. But most importantly, I have to say that a good outcome from this is access to the top of this pyramid. Getting to check here and getting to do the 3 checks using that mirror of the entrances on top of Hyrule Castle.
Yes, indeed. We do have access to check out 2 of those. Well, actually, with the cape, we can do all 3. That's a new development.
And with the Master Sword.
All right, first one is a whole lot of nothing. Castle wall left is a whole lot of nothing. All right, this is it. This is the exciting one. This is the good one. And...
Ooh, one item.
Whole lot of nothing. Damn. All right.
Hey, I wouldn't complain being given $50.
I mean, we got over 1,000 already. We got so much money, you're just like, whatever. But those entrances are done. You know, you never have to go back to Castle Wall. We can continue onward elsewhere. So Scaryolive has some more options here. He spotted that compass on the pyramid ledge. Knows he doesn't need that. He has the potential of going to check out Catfish, which Radical Sniper did not have that option earlier. We can also get Hobo. Ooh, good call.
Yeah. Mirror in hand, like this is very nice for routing. Having that mirror, having flippers, having gloves, this is good for our runners to be able to just route things really efficiently.
And a TR small key, okay, cool. TR smalls mechanically in Crosskeys, not always like super big to find, because you usually have access to the dungeon from the middle or the bottom, so you can kind of do a lot of it in reverse, but a couple of them are really nice to have.
Okay, I love that bunny sprite on Radical Sniper's side.
It's
Zote.
good.
Zote.
Oh, Zote.
I love Zote.
I'd love Zote more if his fights weren't absolutely awful. So here's something to think about. Scaryolive has now found the dam and the Dark Lake Ferry entrance. Do we have our Swamp Small yet? No, we don't. Okay, never mind. We can get one check in Swamp.
Ooh. Yeah, we get that one check. We don't have that small key for it yet. But who knows? It might be a vanilla small key for Swamp.
That would be neat. It's definitely happened before.
I've seen it happen, and I love when it happens because people put off Swamp. You have full access to it. It could be the easiest dungeon to get into. You have everything you need to go in there, but nobody's going to touch that one check until you have the small key to go in.
Exactly.
It's always the last location.
Map check. We saw a crystal at Swamp Palace. Well, there you go. And apparently a crystal at Myra as well. Good catch.
Pendant.
Was it pendant?
Yeah, I do believe it was a pendant Myra.
Oh, okay. So he has the option of doing this one check here on the way through. It looks like he's got his mirror out. He's gonna check it out. Yeah, I like this. This is honestly a really quick check, and it's basically like you might as well. You've got all the items to do it.
Oh, and everybody standing at attention for the activation of the flute.
It's a bomb pack. Okay, well.
Okay, well.
Good to check.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Radical Sniper has opted to go to the back of desert. We have the big key to desert and things to kill the landmos, so we may as well go for it. Scaryolive will pay 110 rupees and find out that it is the top of Turtle Rock, where we can do a whole lot of nothing so far.
Yep. Without that cane. We haven't seen either of our canes yet, but I mean, we have a whole lot open to us to do right now. I'm sure they're not kicking themselves too hard for not having a cane when they have such a gorgeous loadout right now. For being 1 hour in and being past our 1 hour mark. Happy 1 hour, everybody.
So the TR entrance you don't necessarily like to see early on, especially when you don't have Samaria, because you can't do anything from it. But whereas all other three, assuming you have like hookshot, you can do stuff from them. So unexciting for now, but maybe useful later. We'll see. Probably not, but who knows?
Green pendant at desert. That's
right, well, there's that.
Yeah, we do know. Oh no, we haven't found. We haven't found our green pendant check yet, so...
No, Sahasrara has not yet popped up. He's hiding out somewhere still. We have a lot of entrances still left to check, though. He very well could be just like on the mountain somewhere. There are basically all the light mountain is accessible except for Mimic Ledge at this point.
And we are getting a nice desert check over on Radical Sniper's side, while Scaryolive is going back in. Round 3 against Blind. This one's for all the marbles, and I'm fairly confident in his ability to do this now with those lovely sword slashes helping big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Much healthier. A much healthier fight, for sure.
And he has a cape with half magic, like this is now just free.
Yes, this is definitely a free fight, for sure.
Find a mapped pod in the desert big chest. A little more information for him. We already have that information, though, actually. Never mind. Not useful. Alright, what does Blind have? A bomb pack. Alright, well, we at least have the crystal. We are done with Thieves Town.
Yep.
All right, so where's our desert left exit go to? Ooh, that's Mimic Ledge, that thing we just mentioned. Oh, okay. Good to know.
And so one last check here in the center of Desert Palace. We'll see what Desert Main entrance is today.
Scaryolive picks up his shovel, and he's going to go run to get that immediately. Yeah, don't blame me. Ooh, that's West Mountain. Okay.
Okay, now we have access to an awful lot of checks up here. Sad that it wasn't Dark World version, so that we could do double checks along the way, but definitely good to have found this location.
Yeah, we were going to get here soon enough. I mean, they both have a flute. Like, the mountain... Ooh, there's a bow on top. The mountain was definitely calling. Like, there's a ton of entrances up here to check. This looks like... This is the back of Old Man Rescue. Yep.
Yep.
Having a sword, of course, makes this very easy to navigate in the dark. You can use those sword sparkles, and anyone who's familiar with our Dark Rooms and Crosskeys knows the layout of this cave basically almost with their eyes closed, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, Old Man Cave is the first... no, actually, Eastern Palace was the first Dark Room that I was able to memorize, but... Front Dark Room of Eastern Palace. Then I think it was Old Man.
Oh, he's rich today. Look at that. He's giving us a whole 300.
Ooh, yep. Okay, so everybody's got a very healthy stock portfolio here.
So much money in this seed, yeah. Whenever we get to Zora, we will not worry about paying him 500 for an item.
Yeah, nobody's going to fret about that.
Alright, Scaryolive is also doing the Landmo fight. Half Magic Fire Rod makes it relatively easy. Just gotta hope they cooperate and give you good cycles.
There we go. Down goes Lambo. Rewarding him with his piece of heart and green pendant. Taking advantage of that little crystal cutscene, on our end we get to see Scaryolive pouring himself a drink.
Get a really nice pour of it too. He had plenty of time to wait for that crystal cutscene to finish. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
All right, he's starting this dark cave as well. He's saying nope to that. I got other things to do. Going for a swim. And Radical Sniper is going to check out the two west Dark Death Mountain caves. We've got our brother's connector house here. Where's this going to go? I'm going to guess Dark Mountain Ledge. We haven't seen that yet. Nope.
No.
East Desert. That's the useless one. All right.
Yes. That is certainly the most useless connector.
Yep, we are obligated in entrance to have one that goes there, even though it is entirely useless, but it's got to pop up, because all the entrances must be available some way. There's our potion shop.
Yeah, that's something nice for our runners to be able to turn in on the mushroom and be able to access that later on.
Yeah, that's actually relatively accessible. We did find that mushroom in the Guinness Tower DM room, so we'll have an option of... he got Kirby'd.
He got Kirby'd. It's okay. It'll pay off with some silvers now in just 1 second.
And meanwhile, Scaryolive is making a run to Zora. Speaking of the fish, who we will pay 500 rupees and get hopefully a good item. Yeah, an empty bottle. Okay, that's something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, now it's getting to the point where our runners don't have to worry too much about potions. They got half magic. They're getting up to close to 10 hearts now. Getting that small key, though. Tower of Hera. Okay, that opens up the basement for our runners when they do find Tower of Hera.
And we've located Spiral Cave, which he will check out immediately. Small ketopod. Okay. Ooh, there's Hookshot Cave at the waterfall. Ooh, that's a good connector.
Yeah. So that was a GT small. TR small. Map for GT, not important for anyone, ever. And a map for Hyrule Castle. Wow, 2 useless maps and 2 small keys that could come in handy for our runners. We got a Bombos entrance on the top of Turtle Rock today.
We have not seen any of our medallions just yet. And Hookshot Cave goes to the bottom TR ledge. And we're going to check this entrance while we're here, which is... Ooh, Ice Palace. Hello.
And back of Skull Woods over on Radical Sniper side. Just going straight in, we're doing a Mothula fight. Which, with half magic and a fire rod in hand, will be a breeze.
This mountain is very accessible today, having already have the flute, but also there are a number of connectors that just lead to different parts of it. So it's honestly pretty nice. Compass to pod, not exciting at all. We don't need compasses because we know how many items are in each dungeon here.
You overestimate my abilities.
Radical Sniper is employing the hammer against Moth. The hammer hitbox is not great, but does the tempered sword damage. You just need 4 hits. Sometimes it's just impossible to hit Moth with it. So but you got a fire rod with half magic. Honestly, probably a better option.
And it's a crystal, so that is a good payoff for running in. It's a quick boss fight. Not having to clear out a whole dungeon like Ice Palace. But this Ice Palace run is definitely good, given that we have the big key for it, so that'll be nice to clear the whole thing in one go.
Ooh, off by just 1 pixel on the bomb jump here. He's leaning into the screen. I think Ooh. Ice Palace bomb jump still tricky if you're not really practiced on it.
Oh.
He's down to 1 heart. He can't afford to try it again. Any potions left? No, those are empty.
Yeah, empty.
Hoping for a drop here.
Just taking the death.
Yeah.
Taking death, back in we go.
Meanwhile, Radical Sniper has found Agate Tower. We're going to get 2 items here. I mean, one's in logic, one isn't, but I imagine he probably just goes and gets the second one, because why not? Hello, Boomerang.
Convenient for grabbing items sometimes.
Try to find that torch in the dark to make this easier. I always have trouble finding this torch. There it is. And they have the 100 rupee. Another unique item. Just one of those in the pool. There's K45 with just a big 20. Nothing exciting there. Answer a question in chat. The boomerangs are not progressive. Although something has changed, they are individual. You can find the red boomerang before the blue one.
Yeah, and our tracker allows us to mark those individually, and then mark it as both being found.
And Radical Sniper has said, "All right, let's go clear out Thieves Town." He is, of course, much more equipped, having found all the number of items, including, just a sword. It's a big deal. Helps a lot. All right, round 2 with the Ice Pallet Bomb jump from Scaryolive. Let's see if he gets it this time. All looks good. Yep, hold it right there. And we're good. You want that? You want to be against the ledge and have about like 2 or 3 pixels of the light triangle floor, and then 1 pixel between you and between your sword and the bomb. That's the lineup I like to use, at least. Some people do it differently by shadows or whatever. Whatever works for you, as long as it's consistent, you're good. RadicalSniper getting a bit off script on the blind, but still makes it work, and he's got his bomb pack and his crystal.
Not that much coming out of Ice Palace yet.
No, nothing really fine just yet. We still got a couple of items we can access here. Interesting that he opted to go around when he had the key for it. Maybe he didn't realize he had a small key and just ran straight across by instinct.
Very possible, yeah.
And now RadicalSniper is going to make this play into the left side GT.
And just seeing that Bugnet get some use, as mentioned earlier, that Bugnet allows you to collect fairies, put them in one of your empty bottles, so Scaryolive got to use that.
Yeah, being on 8 hearts green, having a fairy in the pocket really can be very helpful. What big key is that? Ooh, Hera big. We haven't even seen Hera, but that's good to have.
Yeah. And especially with our runners having the mirror, you don't have to worry about death warping out of dungeons anymore. So having a fairy on you isn't going to be a detriment to that process.
Exactly. And that's our second shield. Okay. Scoot on over to the left side here and see what's in the freezer room. And I believe we have the Ice Palace big key. Yes, we do. So we get 2 more checks here. There's our first medallion, being Quake. We don't know if that's useful yet.
Yeah, the only medallion knowledge that we have at this moment is that Turtle Rock entrance is blocked by Bombos Medallion.
And easy little hookshot clip. Ooh, our second glove is in the Ice Palace big chest.
Alright, we now have mire access.
I don't have Samaria, so of course we need to do just a little bit more work here to access the boss. And oh yeah, he actually did not go to Ice Tea, so he's got to go. He's running this way. Okay.
Taking a couple smacks along the way. RadicalSniper picking up his many keys inside GT here now.
The anti-fairy in the Ice Palace pot room, I'm convinced that no matter what you do, it will hit you. Like, it is programmed to always hit you no matter what you do in that room. You can lift up the pots in any order, take any route, you're going to get hit by it.
Now, is that vanilla, or was that scripted by the rando?
Either way, I hate it.
Yep. Oh,
all right,
goodness,
so
I snorted while I was laughing.
All right, we're gonna drop into the cold stare fight here. We've got half magic fire rods. He'll have half a bar left to get out some fire rod shots. Hopefully, get some good splashes. Meanwhile, RadicalSniper is going to fight the Ice Armos. He's got silver, so it's even faster than when Scaryolive did it.
We're keeping on theme here. 2 ice battles in 1.
Ooh, just missed the spin. Not going to give him in the corner.
Oh. Okay.
Don't think he has any potions in his pocket. He's got a fairy, so we're okay there.
He's got a fairy. He's good health-wise, so that's something he doesn't have to worry about at all. It's just going to be a bit slower. It's okay. Get that revive. So that was great game knowledge that he had when he knew exactly where that fairy was underneath the large block, and had his Bugnet at the ready to grab that.
When a bunny beam is underneath a block or a pot or something, you can powder it while it's there and it will still pop out a fairy. And Ice Palace had not a whole lot in it.
Had a crystal. That's the silver lining we're seeing here.
We had to find our second glove, which very well could be significant, but that's about all. But yeah, definitely a crystal. We are almost full up on dungeon knowledge here. We just need to find 2 more crystals and we will know where everything is.
2 more crystals or 1 more pendant. As long as we get that knowledge, we'll know if this is going to be an ice rod hunt or which locations we're hunting for. We don't have a whole lot of locations left to find, actually. Tower of Hera and Pod are still evading us. But now with that glove, we do have access to Mire area, and may very well be in there.
Yep, Glove Flute Mirror gives us access to a whole bunch of entrances, including the ones in the desert itself. Assumedly, we will see those being checked in not too long here. Jesse's going to take a quick look at the Desert Ledge entrance, and we can also take a peek at the King's Tomb entrance. Not Desert Ledge, Graveyard Ledge. You know what I meant to say.
A ledge. One of those ledges.
Find C-shaped at King's Tomb, and that is just a heart piece. 11 hearts green. Not so bad anymore, but we'd appreciate an armor at some point here.
Yes. Yeah. They are suited up when it comes to weapons, you know. Silver arrows over on Radical Sniper's side. They both have Master Sword. They both have hammer. They got fire rod. They're doing pretty good when it comes to weapons, but not having to stash so many potions or fairies would be definitely handy. And we are getting one of our fetch quest checks here on Radical Sniper's side, getting that powder checked off.
Yeah, we've had that powder access for a while. We just haven't been able to necessarily access Magic Bat for that long. And we did have to get one of those gloves to start with. And that is our last shield. We have seen all 3. He's going to go back into the Dark World, and let's see where he goes next. We might actually be headed into... Where's he going? Maybe to Mire here? Mire's right here? Nope, going to skip it. He has other plans.
I mean, Mire without a without the cane. Oh, and we are loading up on fairies. Smart choice on Scaryolive's side. You know, it's a good safety measure to have. Until we find the elusive couple of armor upgrades.
Here's one of our entrance checks that is, there's our lamp. We found it. This is the bottom of the Spec Rock Ledge, and we know you've seen our lamp inside.
Dark rooms, finally, in Logic. I mean, Logic has been broken for quite some time. I don't know if this check is actually in Logic now.
Let's see. The mirror itself was at the Light World Lake Fury, so that's Sphere 1. The Dark World axis itself was pretty well in Logic. I mean, yeah, I think that's just actually in Logic.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Thank you for
educating me.
And we did confirm also that our paradox axis was logical, because we know we can get to the mountain and across the top of it to drop down to that entrance of top paradox. So
yes,
all those items we found are legally obtained.
Yes, now with our flute. Our flute was the thing that kind of broke that logic for us, and, well, you know, made it logical, found the logic for us. And we have found Pod. That's one of our 2 missing dungeons. And with 3 keys in hand, a little bit of access in here for sure. Not able to get every check, but good few for sure.
Yeah, we're just missing the pod big wherever that's hanging out. I mean, 3 keys, you can do a lot with 3 keys as long as you're willing to take. Oh, he's gonna just open the front. I mean, that's fair. Whatever. If you really wanted to take your time in pod, you can get away with spending a couple less keys and checking a bunch of items. But you can also just go for speed, and that's entirely respectable.
Yes, definitely. Especially in a tournament setting like this, finding items in places that you had accessible to you earlier, you always assume that your opponent made the god routing decisions and had them significantly before you.
It's very easy to feel that way at the very least, yeah.
Yep.
Scaryolive is going to find Spike Cave here and actually has the equipment to do it, so we will see this check here.
Yeah, using that cape. Oh, there we go. That was very close.
Careful there, yeah.
Yeah, he took that last hit just as he was putting on that cape.
Radical Sniper finds our desert small key and the pod arena ledge.
He got a full refill, didn't get the death warp out of here, but honestly, it's preferred to take it back when you get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, even taking the ferry. Ooh.
Just let it out and grabbed it to save himself the cutscene, basically.
Yep. Had to do a little dance around it, though.
All right, Radical Sniper's in the back of pod. These checks in particular are locked by 4 keys and a lamp, or fire rod. Oop, there's the swamp big. Okay. And the swamp small. Ooh, hello.
Okay. Pod. That lovely little corridor in the back of pod is locking all of swamp for us.
And that was a GT small key on the island.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that swamp small is a big find. We know, of course, that swamp is a crystal today, so we are definitely going to need that small key to do anything in the dungeon.
And we're going into that little dark maze, yeah, on Radical Sniper side.
These checks in the dark maze of pod are locked by 6 small keys, so it's not likely we find. Oops. Well, there's an ice rod. We don't know if we need that for sure yet. We haven't seen TR's prize, but there's an ice rod. No, we don't have that knowledge yet.
No, but we do have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of our crystals known. We got 2 of our pendants known.
Yeah, as soon as we locate either our last pendant, that'll tell us everything, or if we just happen to stumble upon the other 2 crystals, or the maps that tell us that information. Scaryolive has found Tower Era.
Oh, and that is our last dungeon. We have all of our dungeons have been found. We have our first male upgrade.
Finally, we found one.
That is our knowledge for Turtle Rock. If we get another map check from Scaryolive once he is in the Dark World, that might pay off, knowing if he needs to get that ice rod or not.
Yep. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know what I was going to say. Following hopefully, but yeah. I mean, hopefully he checks that sooner than later. We get the knowledge because we want to know how badly we need that ice rod.
Oh, for sure. And now he did do a map check right before coming in here. It didn't give us any additional information, but he did check his map, I guess, just seeing, not tracking which maps he has access to, just seeing if he got enough information to get something new.
Oh, there's our pod big in Hera, and also a Radical Sniper located the Eastern Palace big in the right side of Desert, putting that small key to good use. We haven't seen Eastern Palace's prize yet, so we don't know if that's crucial, but it's one more big key, one more dungeon we can clear.
Oh, he did see the pod knowledge. Okay, so he does have pod knowledge now, and he does have his red crystals marked correctly on Scaryolive's side.
Yeah, we got that information initially from the bomb shop, which was at the Dark Potion Shop entrance.
Okay. And Tower of Hera giving us a crystal, so all we need to know now is... actually, we do have full knowledge between everyone here. Eastern Palace should be a pendant. Or, no, it's Eastern Palace or Turtle Rock. We have the map for Turtle Rock, we don't know it yet.
Yep, it's a coin. Yeah, it's a coin flip between Eastern and TR now. Yeah. So as soon as but we just got that map on Scaryolive's side, right? So we just need him to actually check it and tell us what the information is, if he does.
Well, now he's been pretty good with actually checking his maps. He's been checking his map relatively frequently when he is looking for information. It's just a quick little peek, and he just marks it off. So I'm willing to bet that it won't be long that he will check that, because he only has 3 unknown prizes. So I'm sure he's eager to know where he needs to be going this seed. With so much already in his inventory, opening up the opportunity for him to go mode as many dungeons as possible and avoid clearing out pendants if he can. Probably something he's going to check into.
He picks up that green rupee because why not? His little nod. Ooh, here's a Blind's Hideout, a bounty of 5 items. Meanwhile, Radical Sniper has made his way over to Catfish. A bounty of heart pieces and money, apparently. And a Burna. Well, okay.
It's a cane, not the cane we want, but it is the cane we deserve. Yeah, I completely forgot that Sniper does not have flippers. So he is just running up here. I just saw him like hopping into the water, and I'm like, why is he voiding out? And realized, oh, he has not had flippers for the past half an hour like Scaryolive has.
Yeah, he has yet to do that GT climb.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zora 500 for an expensive bottle. Scaryolive's going to take a peek at what's in checkerboard.
Okay, we are trying for some splash deletion on Radical Sniper's side. Get those bombs. See if we can get enough loading on the screen for the screen to forget what it's doing.
Yeah, he spotted that small key and wants to acquire it while he's here, of course.
Of course. Oh yeah. You don't want to miss out on that.
Oof, yeah.
Save and quit though.
Not quite getting it. That one's it's a bit tricky with bombs and bow. You got to be really precise in your bomb timing. Scaryolive has found another bounty of 5 items. Let's see if this one's better.
Rupees, rupees, rupees. We get a small key to Turtle Rock.
And there we go. Finally some payoff. Finds the bumper connector, and that leads us to the Dark Mountain Ledge. We're going to scoot through here and find another Great Fairy.
Yeah. But we're going to be using that mirror. We're going to get a couple of extra checks out of here.
We haven't seen this entrance yet, and we're going to find another Great Fairy. Imagine that.
Timeless. Cross-dimensional fairies.
He's realized, like, haven't checked some entrances here. Got some stuff to check out here. Meanwhile, Radical Sniper is taking down that mole worm. Going to get himself another crystal for his efforts.
So we are tied up here with 3 crystals each and 1 green pendant apiece. Still no Sahasrahla to check that green pendant, but we do know that pet is dead, so the remaining pendants are not necessarily required.
Scaryolive is now working on his mountain entrances, going to rescue the old man, get his 300 rupee prize for doing so.
A very grateful old man. Generous.
Radical Sniper working on his mire area entrances. He's going to spot that bumper cave, and he'll say, I'll check that in a bit. I got other stuff to look at first. Going to give us a map check. TR's a pendant. There it is.
Okay. Ice Rod not required for this run. Hopefully. You know, it might still lock an item because there is always an item on one of the bosses. On the boss. So, who knows? We might have although our key situation seems to be pretty good. Looking here now, what do we need?
Yeah, now it's time to actually analyze that. Now that we have all our dungeon info, let's look at their keys and figure out exactly what's missing. I think the answer to that is actually not much.
No, now... Oh, and with Mire being a pendant as well, do we actually need our cane? I don't think we do.
Are we actually just in go mode here?
I think
with
we are.
With that knowledge, it looks like it.
Yeah, I think we are no mode between our 2 runners. Radical Sniper still needs to find Ice Palace, and
yep, he does, which we know is at the mirror from the bottom entrance of TR, or he can drop down from the top of the mountain. Either way, he's relatively close to that right now, actually. Yeah, he needs to find ice and then
flippers.
And the flippers, yeah, he does need flippers for Swamp. That's correct. So he does, which means he does still have to do the GT climb, which we know he has to do anyway because we have a vanilla Ganon. So it is guaranteed at some point that he gets around to it.
Yes, it's just a matter of, is he waiting to do that climb for Ganon, or is he going to? Because if he does hold out on that, then it might be a last location sort of situation for him to get that, get those flippers.
Yeah, you gotta hope for his sake that he doesn't put it off for too terribly long, because the longer he's without those flippers, he may end up checking a lot of extraneous stuff, like dipping into pendant dungeons that you don't have to look into. Like Mire and TR, well, we've seen a fair amount of TR already, but Mire has been completely untouched, so digging into that looking for flippers could be a big time waster.
Yes, yes, definitely. We still need on Scaryolive's side. He needs his he needs to find Pod, and getting into Pod will give him his keys for Swamp Palace. Eastern Palace big key was, I don't remember.
The Eastern Big, we saw it on Jesse's side. Where was that? He found it at like the same time that Scaryolive found his Pod Big. Where were they? What dungeon was he in at that time?
I'm holding my breath for trackers who know more than I do.
Somebody in chat will remember where that key was. I guarantee it. We just gotta wait for it.
Possibly in Pod.
Oh,
maybe?
it was it? No, it wasn't the ledge. Maybe it was in Pod. No, it was in the basement, the rupee basement.
Oh, no. The rupee basement was both swamps.
Oh no,
Swamp
you're right.
Small,
It was
Swamp Big.
Keys.
Yeah, it was both. The right side was Swamp Big, left side was Swamp Small.
Yeah. Wherever Radical Sniper was when Scaryolive was in Hera, that's where the Eastern Big was, because they found it like the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see it eventually. Or we'll get reminded when Scaryolive finds it. Desert right. Thank you, Norinato. Yes, that's right. The Desert Small Key, right side. That's right. The pod entrance is at the Dark Fairy Bonk Rocks near the bomb shop entrance. Yeah, when I do Crosskeys commentary, I sit here and actually just like fully track all the entrances so that I can remember where anything is, because otherwise I would forget all of it.
And we're just going through a quick Mothula fight. Actually, yeah, we're just doing that quick Mothula fight. We're seeing Radical Sniper take his way through this bomb jump.
Having a little bit of trouble with it. This Ice Palace bomb didn't go smoothly for either of these runners today.
No. Oh.
Still having trouble getting the right positioning on it. Yeah. Like, even if you know the position, it can still be hard. That looks good. There we go. Yeah, even if you know exactly where you want to be on it, it can still be hard to, like, in a very short time frame, like, wiggle yourself exactly into the position you want to be.
Yeah, so we actually do not need Ether Medallion for anything, and we have all of our locations. Like I said, we are in no mode between our two runners. So
yeah,
it's just a matter of them finding that last location, that last couple of keys, or whatever it is that they need between two of them. They are good to go.
Yeah, and Radical Sniper is in Ice Palace working on it. I wonder if... Let's see. Because he has... I wonder if he's... Oh, yeah. No, he needs flippers. That's right. He's minus his flippers. I'm like, what's he looking for still?
Yeah, he is hunting for flippers. So, unfortunately, he's going to be checking every dungeon he sets foot in until he thinks to do the climb.
Which is completely understandable.
Oh, yeah. With Ganon being behind the climb, it's iffy on if a runner will do an early climb or not. Now, with us, we got access to... we got that GT big key, I say, within the first 10 minutes of the game for both of our runners.
Yeah, it was very early. Yeah, and GT itself is just at the east side of the Maze Race house, so like it's available. Like you've been able to do that climb for a long time. Not logically by the keys, of course. It's locked by 3 keys for completing it, but they've mechanically been able to climb for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, the moment we broke into Paradox Cave and got that hook shot, we were good to go for the GT climb.
Yes.
Let's Scaryolive on his side he has located the Palace of Darkness and is working on it. I think he's also got 3 keys. He's got a very similar situation. I think he actually... I don't think Radical Sniper had the pod big when he was here the first time, so Scaryolive does have that advantage. He will be able to just go ahead and clear out this dungeon. I assume he'll opt for getting the prize here, saving at least 1 key to go to the basement and take out Helmasaur.
Yes, hopefully.
He's located that desert small key, which we know is going to be very necessary. And Radical Sniper has picked up his second glove from the big chest. On his way now down to fight the Cold Stare. A little bit of a better equipment set too. He has himself a tempered sword and 13 hearts, and he'll have another half bar of fire rod. We'll see if he just gets the spin and gets him in the corner and gets some nice fire rod splashes. Very good. Yes, yes, yes.
Nice.
Might not even need the fire rod here. Very good kill.
Yep.
So that was just a big chunk of time he just automatically picked up there compared to Scaryolive's fight. But yeah, you see the value on Cold Stare. Even just getting that first spin to get the boss in the corner, you can get so many more efficient hits.
Yeah, you're not trying to fight 3 of them floating around you. You are fighting just one kind of mass.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Scaryolive is doing still hasn't found the lamp, which we know is inside Spectacle Rock. He is going to do a pod basement in the dark. This is the worst room of it, though. With fire rod, it's really not so bad. So you can hit a torch and see these turtles just fine.
Yeah, doing that blind is rough.
Yeah, that room in complete dark is not fun. Definitely, you want something you kind of want to practice if you want to take it on in a sort of racing capacity. But really, realistically, just come in with a lamp or fire rod because it can get out of hand very quickly.
Yes.
Now you'll fight the Helmasaur. 17 hammer hits of the mask and a couple of tempered hits, 2 spins or 4 slashes, and he is down. Very quick and easy boss.
And that is our 5th crystal on Scaryolive's side.
Radical Sniper taking a moment to mirror to the light side of Bumper Ledge to see what's there, and it is a relatively uninteresting entrance. Looks like, where's he headed next? Let's see. He's thinking about it. He's going to go finish Eastern Palace. Good idea. Now Scaryolive will head back in here with 1 key remaining. You will pretty much spend that to get back to the back and basically get as many checks as possible with your 1 last key. And he, assuming a hammer jumps here, he'll be relatively rewarded. We can of course get both our swamp keys. The back is locked by 4 small keys, so still not actually in logic until you find one more pod small. But you know, who really cares about key logic in pod?
Yeah.
Yep, here come both of our swamp keys, the big and the small, side by side. Yeah, that's the more exciting one. There you
Yeah.
go. I like that. He sees the big and he's like, not really. But then you get the small, you're like, yeah, it's like that one. This like that one meme image.
Yep. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's that. Was it the Drake? The Drake image?
Yeah, the Drake meme. That's exactly what that was. Yeah.
That face he made was very much the Drake. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, the good stuff. That swamp small. That's what we want.
Yeah.
And he's gonna working on a hammer jump here. Not quite getting the right pixels. Oh, needs one more. There's the right one. He might not be. I think he's all in time though. I don't know if he can get this in time.
It'll be
We're
close.
gonna find out.
It'll be very close. No.
Oh, so close.
One more.
little upset about that, but understandable. Yeah.
He's having a laugh, though.
Oh yeah, we're having fun here.
Yes, everybody's having fun today, for sure.
This has been a really neat seed, honestly. Like it started out kind of like, all right, here's a smattering of items, and then once you find the mirror, you get to get into paradox and have just like an amazing paradox that just gets you so much stuff, and then that's when the seed really opens up and just start running all over the world with it.
Yeah, that was a good ramp up. That went 0 to 60 real fast.
All right, Radical Sniper has finished off the Eastern Palace, acquired another crystal for his efforts, and looks like, let's see, he could be heading down to head towards GT here. We'll see where he's going. Might do Smith Chainways here. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, okay.
Where is the Smiths? Where is their entrance? I do not remember. I didn't mark it.
Where were they? I remember seeing them. I don't remember the entrance I saw them in. Oh,
they're over here. Okay.
Oh yeah. Wow.
All right.
Jeez.
Pretty convenient entrance, actually. And it looks like Scaryolive is going to go ahead and dip into Swamp Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Really not a bad idea, considering you've got a total of 10 items in Swamp. We've seen one of them, so there are 9 more, and you've got both the keys and all the tools to navigate this dungeon.
Yeah, all he is looking for now is that Eastern Palace big. So clearing out this dungeon gives you 10 checks that could potentially be that key that he's looking for, so no reason to start doing off checks, one-offs anywhere while this is open. And we are getting that climb on Radical Sniper's side. This will pay off big time for him. And we are just working our way through 2 dungeons. We are getting the climb for Radical Sniper. We're just working our way through Swamp on Scaryolive's side. We'll see if he'll take left side early or if he's going to hold off until he has completed the dungeon. Checking that big chest, just getting a big 300. And we are getting this check over here on the left side. I mean, it makes sense. You're still hunting for an item. A lot of runners would reason to go straight to Argus, fight Argus, because if you find it on the way to the back, then you won't have to worry. But he doesn't know. He hasn't checked his map since he got that Turtle Rock map, so he does not actually know which of the remaining 2 dungeons that he doesn't have marked off are going to be the crystal or pendant for him. And getting those whiz robes gone on Radical Sniper's side. Radical Sniper actually did the use the mechanic in the game here where you can change your arrows from being silver when you have silver arrows to just using regular arrows. Some people do like to choose to do that to help make it a little bit more efficient.
Yep, it is a valid lag reduction technique. Those silver arrows have an extra particle that comes along with them, and the game has to draw that, and it takes just a little bit more time to do so. Alright, and Radical Sniper here with his flippers at 1 hour 53 minutes and 6 seconds is actually officially in go mode. And he has realized it right away. He knows he's looking for the flippers. He doesn't need to check anything else. He's got a tempered sword and silver arrows and 13 hearts blue mail. He knows he's good to go.
Yes, and so he is just finishing this off because it still needs to be completed to gain access to Ganon once the dungeons are done. So he's going to finish off Moldorm here at the top of the tower, get his way over, probably not going to open up that chest, just going to use it for the hook shot, make his way to Aga 2.
Yep, at this point you know you're in go mode and you're thinking, man, I wonder how my opponent's doing. And if you're in such a race situation, you just really want to try hard and win, like you're gonna try to save yourself as many seconds as possible, because it could come down to literal seconds. You never know.
Oh yeah, so far this tournament I've actually seen there was at least one match relatively early on that I think was about 20-odd seconds in the difference between runners, and I'm sure that there have probably been other close ones too. I just remember that one.
Which is really no small feat in Crosskeys in particular, considering how high variance just like the mode itself can be. Like the seeds can open up so fast and have so many different places to go. You can end up in a late game situation where you've just acquired a bunch of items and you're looking for like one dungeon, but you have like 15 entrances left to check, and whoever finds it first it just gets a huge advantage, that sort of thing. So for a seed to even be that close it's really something. All right, he's cleared GT. The pyramid hole is now open. He can now drop in again at any point, but of course we need to clean up 2 more crystals to actually make Ganon vulnerable. So he's got to get back to Pod and finish that off, and then go take care of Swamp Palace, and then we'll be ready to fight the pig.
Yeah, and he's going to gain a lot of time by go-moding these dungeons, where we just saw Scaryolive do full clear of Swamp Palace.
Yeah, the swamp in particular is really big because he's going to go straight to the back. They've both made pretty deep trips into Pod to find items. Of course, we had to find some of those items, so there isn't like a huge time difference in the Pod clear. But and actually, like he's having to technically double dip Pod, whereas Scaryolive was able to. Actually, I can't even say that because they both Scaryolive kind of double dip Pod. He went to the back and killed Helmasar, and then went back in for more items. So. Not a huge difference in Pod itself, no.
No. Yeah, the swamp is going to be the big time save on Radical Sniper's side, getting to go mode that and not have to worry about left side.
Scaryolive.
Scaryolive. Yeah, we're getting the check over here of, we're getting left side race game.
Yep, he'll mirror here and find the ledge entrance of Spectacle Rock, which we know will lead him to his lamp if he wants it. I didn't look at race game.
Oh. Not
it's
something you want. Yep.
He has determined that he wants the map. Skullwoods.
Okay, I don't think he remembers that he has Turtle Rock map.
I guess not.
If he checks Dark World right now, if he just gets himself to the Dark World, does a check. I guess maybe he was holding out so that he wouldn't have to go to the Dark World. Is that if it was Eastern Palace map, he could check it in the Light World and get it.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. That would have been convenient if it was the Eastern map, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering at that point you've already run halfway to the item, you may as well just grab it and see if it's convenient. But He will opt to pick up his lamp.
Now,
You know,
go
Radical
dark
Sniper.
roll.
Yep, go dark roll. Do your map check. Come on.
Do the map check, do the map check. No, he doesn't remember that he has Turtle Rock map.
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, he found that mid-dungeon, so that's enough time to very quickly forget.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. If it's like an overworld check, you pop out of an entrance, immediately look at your map, that's a different story, yeah. Looks like he's setting up to do purple chest after this, yeah, because he's put his mirror portal right where he can run back to it after dropping off the smith, and then he'll be able to go in and just get purple and then flute down to 7 with it. You know, Radical Sniper has taken down Helmassar and is now going to do a quick run up to the swamp entrance, and will be powering through this dungeon as fast as he can. Eastern Palace, so, I mean, according to the tracker, Scaryolive has not yet seen Eastern, and it is at the Curiosity Shop, which is the shop that's in the Dark World woods, the west of the pyramid. And if he just hasn't seen that, I mean, I'm assuming our tracker is correct, because our trackers are usually correct, so he very well just could not have seen that entrance, just to skipped over it.
Yeah, he's doing item and location checks now. Just routing in whatever he can, trying to get both that key and that location for Eastern Palace.
Yeah, because even if he does find Eastern before the big key, he's not going to be able to clear the dungeon. We know he has to get to the right side of Desert, take that small key he found in Pod, and then go to right side Desert to find the Eastern big there. I think Graveyard Ledge was nothing. I didn't mark it as anything. And welcome to our raiders from ZSR Prime, or Main, or One, or whatever you want to call it. We are just 2 hours deep into a Crosskeys race between RadicalSniper99 and Scaryolive. Radical Sniper on your left is in go mode. He is powering his way through Swamp Palace, about to get his 7th crystal as soon as he defeats Argus. Scaryolive is working on still locating his Eastern Big Key and the Eastern Palace dungeon itself.
Going into the Dark World here. All you need to do is open your map. All you need to do is open your map. I mean, it won't help him with that key, but it will help him know that he doesn't have to worry about Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he's about to find the entrance to Eastern here, which is unfortunate he finds it before the big key.
Yeah. And we have our 7th crystal on Radical Sniper's side. Argus is down, and Ganon is accessible with the Ganon climb, GT climb being done. Just got to get to that pyramid.
Yep, all it's going to take is a flute to 5, into the Dark World, a quick dash over to the pyramid, up the pyramid itself, into the hole, and we will be fighting Ganon in short order here. And really here, I don't blame Scaryolive for digging into Eastern, because you can get 4 items here. There's always a chance that the big key is just in here, because, you know, the game is silly sometimes. You're going to find that book and go, well, that's a book. That unlocks some stuff.
Oh, yep.
You really don't want more. You really don't want to find more items that take you to checks that are in places at this point that are very much isolated. Like both those tablets, there's nothing around them at this point. Actually, no, I take that back because the book actually might push him over to Bombo's tablet, which we know the enters a right desert is under the rock right there, really right next to that tablet. That could work out in his favor.
And we are fighting Ganon over on Radical Sniper's side.
It's 2 cycles on phase 1, and then he gets in the corner, which means you get a bunch of free spins, and we're going to get right into phase 3 here.
Yeah, with these, with the Fire Sword and with Silvers, this is going to be a pretty quick Ganon fight.
He's got 16 arrows, 15 arrows in the quiver, more than enough to take him down. Only needs 4. Get a nice interrupt and a double here to finish it off. Looks good.
There we go.
Oh, I needed one more. I was off by 1. Regardless, he is done with the game.
Let's get our GGs in chat for Radical Sniper finishing up. And we're checking now to see if Radical Sniper would like to join us for an interview. And it looks like Radical Sniper will be joining us shortly for an interview for this wonderful match that we got to watch today. And Scaryolive still doing his checks. He's done going through Eastern for as much as he can right now. And we are joined by Radical Sniper Jesse GG's. Oh, and we are also going to be joined now by Scaryolive as well. GG's, both runners, GG's.
Hello, GG, Jesse?
Jesse, we cannot hear you if you are speaking.
I'm great when it comes to my tech and actually remembering to hit buttons.
There we go.
GG's.
What a race. Oh my goodness. That was quite the back and forth all throughout the race between the two of you.
Whew. I was really worried because of, like, I could tell how quick this one could have been. And taking an early death to blinds and a couple of other spots, I was like, this could easily be not a good situation for me.
Oh yeah, you both had trouble with the blind fight. Like that hammer blind was not kind to either of you. So it was a point of like, man, you're showing off. Like you can definitely do hammer blind, but it's hard.
I went in with 2 blues. That's the part that kills me.
Yeah, you both had I think 2 attempts that finished on 1 hit left. It was hard to watch. Yeah, but
I would have gotten my blue potion on my first attempt if I didn't miss menu to the bow, I think, and I had to remenu and then I got it in between. But
yeah,
the second time was way harder than the first time.
Yeah, you were like 1 frame off from getting to use the blue potion. It was so close.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, when I walked in, my first thought was, okay, how many R's or L's is it to my potions? Because I knew I was going to need them. So I was like, okay, it's 2 hits. Okay, we just keep it in mind and then we'll go and do it.
Yeah, those early blind fights were rough on both sides for sure.
What was the last crystal? Turtle Rock or Eastern?
Eastern.
And the big key?
Desert right side.
Okay.
Oh, I had that for a long time.
Yeah, it was the desert small key. Yeah, that was the key.
But I just found the Eastern, so I was still wouldn't have mattered so much. But never found the cane either.
I didn't find the cane, so
we don't know where Samaria is. Yeah, it's somewhere.
I was gonna guess Meyer.
Yeah, at this point, like we didn't see anything of Meyer from either of you two, which I mean, good job not going independent Meyer when it was not necessary at all. Yeah, that's my best guess. Is it's somewhere within Meyer itself.
Yeah. I just found it and I was like, okay, I've lost. No need to enter Pendenmeyer in search of the greater good. But yeah.
Oh,
The start
definitely.
was pretty nice, getting the boots and the sword, like after the mirror thing. It took me a long time to.
Paradox was loaded.
That Paradox was nuts.
7 big keys.
I'm so glad I thought I sequence broke it at the time, and then I was like, "How is this in logic?"
Yeah, because like the flute was what put in logic because he had access to the entrance on the mountain. Yeah, we were sitting here for a while, like, man, this paradox is loaded with stuff, but it's not logical yet. We need to see that entrance and know what connects to it. It took a bit to determine that yes, it was logical. That paradox is wild though. Like, yeah, you can absolutely do the seed really fast if like you go get your mirror right off the bat, and then just go to CAC after that, get your 7 items at a paradox. You've got boots and a sword, and you're screaming already. It's crazy.
And glove and pearl, like that's easy Dark World access, easy routing the whole rest of the seed. It is insane if you get into that.
Like free pearl, hammer, glove, sword, boots. Just like go wherever you want and do it fast. Seriously.
Yep. It was so much fun to watch this whole match, and it was great because nobody was really ahead the whole seed. Nobody made the god routing decisions the whole time. It was very much back and forth of who one might say is in the lead. When it comes to Crosskeys, you never really know. The only person that's winning is chat until the very last 2 minutes of the match.
I was happy like I made the climb early and got the flippers, but then it took me a long time to find swamp, and then the small key, and when I got it, finally nothing in there at all. I was like, okay, I'm in trouble now. I think because if someone can go mode that, plus I lost a bunch of time in ice and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I full cleared ice, but flippers were my go mode. I was down to I had the Eastern clear, the pod, swamp, and GT. So I was like, let's do Eastern, then into GT, climbed it, found the flippers, and I was like, okay, we're washing our hands of this, we're done, let's just go. And so I got to skip all of swamp. I did most of pod anyway, but it still felt pretty good.
Yeah. We did notice on Scary's side, partway through a dungeon, you did get the map to Turtle Rock, and by the time you finished the dungeon, you forgot that you had it.
Damn it! Well, I was pretty sure it was Eastern because of the fact that Ice Rod was like in the dark maze of pod. It was very far in logic with the keys and stuff, so I thought, okay, probably Eastern is it. But if you don't find the big key, you cannot. And took me. If I had found the big key, I would have went all in on the entrances to go mode it. But I was looking for items because I was like, it's either big key or I need the cane. So I was looking for cane, so I did like this mid chains and stuff. And I started. It was too late from there, but yeah, it was fun.
It was really good. It was so much fun to watch both of you guys. GG's to both of you.
Yeah, GG.
Thank you, GG.
And I know neither of you are going into the brackets, but I have to thank both of you for playing out this tournament. It has been so much fun watching every match of every round. that can possibly be watched. Has been so much fun this entire tournament. Thank you both.
Oh well, thank you for watching. And yeah, I was not supposed to play. I'm on a break of Zelda, but there was like a odd number of entrants in the tournament when we were doing the bracket, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. But I'm really happy I did because it was 8 weeks of fun, no pressure, and it's good practice for the league that starts in September. So yeah, just good times.
Yeah, I entered just because like I started last year playing, and then this was kind of like, okay, let's see how this one's gonna go. I knew I wasn't gonna make brackets, and then like going into it, I was like, my goal's roughly to finish 4-4. I figured because like I figured I was roughly at that stage, and as Olive was saying, it was great to just get the practice before league, knowing that like that's going to be one of the modes this season, and that I'll likely be playing it some. So I want to make sure that my game is more solid in the mode, and compared to week 1 of Swiss versus today, I feel it's night and day in this mode.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of growth between week 1 and week 8, and how this has been all paced out. It's a lot of matches, but it's only one per week for our runners, so it's not that demanding of a tournament to be able to join even just for fun. If you're not in it to win it, and you're here to just practice and just have a laugh, that's what it's really been. And it's been I greatly appreciate it. I think chat and all of the volunteers here at ZSR are really happy to be witnessing this tournament grow so large and have so much fun.
Yeah, the just the number of entries this year has just been like crazy. Like,
Oh yeah,
and there's there's so many good people to this. This Swiss runs have been absolutely stacked. This bracket, this top 16 is going to be loaded with like crazy good people. It's really been a wild tournament.
When we were planning the tournament, we were like, okay, in the worst case scenario, we'll have like 100 people, so that's going to be like maybe 6 weeks of Swiss, and then 160. We were like, okay, what do we do now? Okay,
yeah,
8
well, what
weeks.
was it? We filled up the original cap of, what was it, 92 or 98 people, filled that up in like 12 hours.
Yes.
Signed up for the tournament.
We felt like it was unfair to stop it there because some people might not even have heard the tournament was going and it's already full.
Yeah.
So but it made it like 8 weeks instead of 6 weeks of Swiss, but more practice.
More practice, more Crosskeys. I'm here for it.
I was gonna say Crosskeys is the best normal, quote unquote, normal mode to play. So
most definitely.
Always feels different no matter how many times you play this mode. It never feels like you're doing the same thing twice.
That's true.
Oh yeah, because it can mix it up so many different ways. Just like keys and entrances, put them all over the place, and it's going to be a different puzzle every time, and that makes it
exactly.
So do we have any final comments from either of our runners again?
I would just like to thank the volunteers today, Blibberwall, as well as Adilor, Tofile, and Samimas, I think. And also
Yes,
the great restreamer, Tomaltek. Thank you, Tomaltek. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap this up now. We got a lot more races coming up for this last week of round 8 Swiss, and then we're going into the brackets after we have our big showdown of our 6-2 players to see who makes it into the brackets. So thanks everybody again. Thanks to my co-commentator Adalor. Thanks to the runners, Jesse, Radical Sniper, and Scaryolive, for running today. You guys were fantastic. Thanks to our trackers today, Sammy Moss and Tofile, and my buddy who helped set up the restream today, Tomaltek. Thanks, everyone. You all have a great night, and we will see you for more Cross Keys later.